Hello, my name is Kelly and I am a female coach. I've been in the fitness industry for over a year now and have helped countless clients achieve their goals. I work and specialize specifically into females, and we founded Ladies Who Lift because we saw this common problem. We saw that females would feel anxious, shy, and wouldn't know what to do in the strength area where they're supposed to lift weights. So we our aim and what we are trying to do is to create a safe space for females where they belong, also feel empowered, but the most important thing is for them to learn the correct form, technique, and the importance of strength training as a woman.
It was a really hard moment for me, so I had to discover myself before I could help other people. With the female fitness events, that was something that I always had an idea of. I never actually said, this is what I'm going to do. It's just, it was first a thought. And I believe thoughts, if once you start thinking about it constantly, then they turn into action and you start to attract the right people. So with the first female fitness event, it was first with the London fitness brand. A lady called Sharon was looking for a couple of hosts, so I put my details down and I was able to be a part of that. Then the second one was more of my own thing where I collaborated with a London brand, Official Imperium, and I met the owner actually physically in person in the gym, funny enough. Met him in the gym, and when I met him in the gym, the conversation led to let's create an event, let's do something for the ladies, and it's been really successful since then. So my plan is to just build it from there.
Amazing. Um, so you touched on some of these already in that, but if we were to sort of dial in a little bit and nail down, what problem are you trying to help people with, and women in general, but do you have a more specific type of person that you help as well?
So the general target audience is a woman, preferably like working professional, that is in that phase or in that journey of wanting to improve themselves. It could either be for weight loss, it could either be to build muscle, or their goals could be generally just to help themselves like mentally, to have like a good way of outlet, a good outlet. So that's typically like, let's just say, the customer persona. But the problem that we're trying to tackle is we're just trying to, because there's a lot on social media, there's a lot out there, and there's so much information circulating, and some of it's not even true. Like, I see a lot of things on TikTok and it's saying cut out carbs. I'm also seeing females do hit workouts, and again, it's just unnecessary workouts and it doesn't really target or work towards your goals. So first of all is education. I feel like this is strength training. Although a lot of people say it's really good for you, a lot of females don't understand the benefits of it. Health wise, also, we have a higher risk of osteoporosis. So this is where our bones can break and we're more likely to be brittle and break. So it's just to provide the education and to show females that lifting weights, getting strong, isn't a manly thing. It's also good for you health wise, but also aesthetic wise, and just everything that you want in general. Is just to show them that strength training is good for you. You should be doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the reasons I train as consistently as I do is simple things like I don't want to get tired carrying my kid around. You know what I mean? Like, one of the most fun parts of their day is when I carry them both and like throw them up in the air and they're like, this is the best. And I don't think I'd be able to do that every day if I didn't do some sort of weight training, right? So I guess, it carries a bit more than just the typical fitness goals, right?
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And how I just briefly touch up on the part that how you mentioned about your kids. I think we should go into fitness like with the idea of this is a lifestyle, and when I'm, let's say, 40, 50, whenever I have kids, I want to be able to walk around, chase after them, be strong, and be able to like live a healthy lifestyle. So it's all
Yeah,
the choices that we make as well.
absolutely. And even if kids aren't in the mix, no, but no one can convince me that they enjoy doing 2 trips to the car for their groceries. One trip, always, you know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's the little things,
Yeah.
right? So with these events and you do personal training type stuff as well?
Yes, yes. So before even the events, I was my niche was mainly females. Just again, weight loss, build muscle. One story that I'll touch up on is shout out to my this client of mine called Lucy. She was about in her 90s, like 90 kg, but her age about 55, and her story is quite interesting. So here in London, we have a health system called the NHS, where it's free for everyone. And she was working as a nurse, so she had shifts where night shifts, she had early shifts, and she couldn't pick these shifts. And for her, the main thing was that she wanted to get fit. So she was like 90 kg to 80 kg. I believe it was 91 we started off with, and we managed to shave off like 20 kg. And she's a mom, she's a carer as well. She's got 3 kids, all of them in full time education. She's looking after her mom, and her mom is between her 90s now. Her mom is like pretty old, and she has to take care of her, wake up early to feed her. So she's got a pretty busy lifestyle, and it's females like that that inspire me, and they're amazing stories to tell, because someone out there is going to say to me, look, Kelly, like I'm too old, or look, Kelly, like I don't know if I could do it. But then these stories and these people inspire me to keep going, because if she could do it, I'm sure it could be not just one person. We can do multiple people at the same time. And that's the whole purpose of these events, to not just impact one life, but to impact as many as possible and to help them.
Amazing. And so what stage would you say this I like process is at? Like, you sort of just kicking off? Are you in like a growth phase? Like, tell me a bit about like where you guys are at.
So we're currently kickstarting things, because we held our first event, which was quite successful. We're looking to do another one in the month of September, only because right now in August a lot of people are on holidays, so we're considering also the timing and the dates of things. I would say we're kind of in the kickstarting mode. I wouldn't say we're necessarily built it so much, because we've just laid the foundations of building the awareness. We've created videos, like on social media, we've promoted it. It's just really getting it out there, more of the word of it, and building it and establishing as a community. That's the main thing for me, to make it community based rather than just you come here, you learn, and that's it. So I would say,
Cool.
yeah, early stages still.
Sure. Amazing. And in terms of sort of the challenges to get to even this spot, right? Like, I mean, so many people will just think about something, and do nothing about it, right? But you guys have actually done it. You're in it. Um, what's been some of the frustrations you've gone through to get this off the ground?
So I would say number one thing is promoting it and getting people there, because whenever you start something, a lot of people will say yes, but the people that actually show up will be strangers, will be people you don't know. So it's like a numbers game, right? Like in sales, when you say to 100 people, 50 actually respond, and then out of those 50, let's say about a quarter of that, 25 actually will be able to make it. Then out of those 25, let's say a few drop off because they have important things that or excuses, or maybe they might be busy, so you got about 10. So it's like a numbers game, just again letting people know more about it, become more aware about it, but actually getting people to commit and pay for a ticket. It's been probably one of the most challenging things, because again, people say yes but they won't actually commit. So I say that's the number one challenging thing.
Yeah, yeah, amazing. Yeah, that's any business I think has those similar issues. Have you looked into like sort of validating some of these numbers or testing some of the audiences that you guys are reaching out to and speaking to?
I would say not necessarily. Only thing I have done, which I can kind of say, not really testing, but I have done like a survey for when they did finish the event to kind of get more feedback as to what did they think about it, what changes can we make. But I wouldn't say there's necessarily been like a testing run or anything that you've mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. And if you were to say what would be your main uh focus in terms of the next event, would it be tech, team, time, possibly just outreach even?
I would say because I did kind of do like a plan. So what went well, I guess the feedback, the community things, those were really good, important things, and the experience was really, really good. The weaknesses or things that we can work on, room for improvement, whatever you want to call it, would be first of all team. So making sure that everyone's aware of the roles that they're doing and they've got specific allocated tasks in order for it to work like a system. Another thing I would say was probably the promotional side of things. What works well on social media, making more videos, more content, just creating that hype about it to make it more of a thing where you attract new leads and new leads and different people. So I guess the promotional side of things, maybe we didn't have enough time or we didn't promote it well enough. And then the second thing would be delivering it into a system where people allocate roles into it like a team.
Cool. How many people were on your team for the last event? Like,
So I had myself, I had my friend, which is kind of like the project manager, so Shabeen. I had two other ladies, which were like the host. So I would say about 4 to 5 actually, and including myself, 4 to 5. So again, not a lot, but
mm,
it helped. And if it wasn't for their help, again, things would have not been able to work out the way it did. So really grateful and thankful that they were on the team and we managed to create such a positive event.
yeah. And how many ladies came through?
So it was about, we got about 25. We had we wanted to sell more. That's the thing that I see that was an issue, was that we could have, so the space wasn't a problem, it was just I think promoting it out there so it could be even more girls. It wasn't a problem of getting them to come. I think the promotional side of things, bringing people in. So yeah, that's one thing I would say.
Cool. Because yeah, even like 5 people to bring in and deliver for that many is pretty good, right? Like,
Yeah, that was a good thing.
given
Good
the
number.
logistics of, even a 10-person event can be quite taxing, right, on your time and stuff. So, seems like you guys did a pretty good first run, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Um, have you have you looked into like, possibly looking at an agency or outsourcing some of those tasks that you are having challenges with, like the outreach and sort of getting people from, oh, hey, these guys are doing a thing, to actually like buying a ticket?
Like, do you mean like a digital marketing agency and a
Yeah.
team like that? I did have thought into it. I didn't really actually look into it and deep dive and do my research, but I did have a thought of that.
Okay. Cool. Um, Interesting. So next is a fun one. If you had unlimited time or unlimited money, what would you be working on for your next event?
Oof. I'd want it to be in multiple locations where I'm not even there. Because the thing is, one is great, but having multiple ones working along the clock means that one, more people, and two, the business is expanding. So I would say multiple locations, develop like a system where, let's say, for instance, okay, we've got a venue, we've got the decoration, we've got the fitness instructors, we've got the hosts, we've got it all lined up. So because we've already established a system for the first, let's say few, let's say we're going to do three events or four events at the same time. Maybe perhaps we could do like in different cities, but we already have lined up the system. So I would first of all create it in different cities, apply the same approach, see what works and what doesn't work, and make sure I collect feedback. But it would definitely be that where multiple ones are happening at the same time, or even if they're not happening at the same time, maybe one month, next 1 month, and another month. Because there is another event that I was looking at, well, other people, and they do like different types. So they were doing a ladies one, they done a mixed one, they done another one which was mind, body, and soul. So perhaps like even expanding and venturing out to different themes and to different classes and different energy that we're given for each one. But again, same thing, community based, and to help females become more educated in strength training.
Amazing. Cool. I like that. That's fine. Yeah, well, like to sort of lead up to, I've done some events based stuff in my life years ago, but we used to physically prove concept in certain locations, right? Based on what we thought, right? Research, numbers, etc. So we'd actually like go there and we'd run maybe 2, 3, right? And build that community while also using local talent, right? To then pass the community through, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So, you know, you yourself, you go out there with that hype of like, hey, I'm Kelly, I know what the heck I'm doing, let's, you know. But you'd be getting your hosts and maybe your project manager, etc., from that area, so that for the, you know, let's say 3, 4 events later, they've got enough experience in your system and the way you like things done to be able to fully manage that themselves. Just a tip, you know. And then you get to know those people as well. You know, expand your network, connect with the community that you want to build in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. What's next? What's the next event that you are working on? Or, you know, whatever you can say about it. I don't know how hush things
Hush,
are,
hush.
you know?
Well, the next one, all I'm going to say is there is talks with another lady who does actually own a gym, a female gym. So there is talks of, and there's already a theme that I kind of want with it. But again, that's all I can say, because it's good to just put it out there, but not reveal too much, because then everyone's going to know. But that's all I'm going to say, is that there is a collaboration with a female, and yeah, she owns this gym, and she was excited when she came to this event. So we want to recreate and do a different theme and concept, but it will definitely be lifting.
Amazing. Cool. So that sort of leads into the next sort of question.
Yes.
Is there certain events that you'd like to bootstrap or partner on or get external funding / resources for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of, although it is lifting, I think overall fitness should be for everyone. And we have created this umbrella where it's females, and it's really quite nice. I do have a run club as well in my local park, and I'd like to definitely do a couple of strength training sessions there as well, and kind of expand on that community as well. Because I think whatever you do, you shouldn't just stick to one thing. You should also expand to the next. So it's just finding a balance, seeing how these female fitness events goes, build this community, but also at the same time be able to tackle something else down that you could see. Okay, what solution can I provide here? What's the problem? What's the solution? Because I believe in every business, there's always been a solution to tackle down. So it's just expanding on that side of things. But again, I'm just trying to stick on one thing at a time and not do multiple, because then I want to do it all. I want to do it all, but we can only focus on one thing and make it perfect, and then on to the next. That would be quite interesting and
Cool.
exciting to build on.
Amazing. And what kind of support do you think would accelerate things the most in that direction?
Definitely funding, the money for it, because we always have these ideas, but then we're kind of restricted with our resources, with the money we have, and then also like what can we do with what we're limited with to build up. That's always like the journey. It's always from here to there. You have to use your current resources. So I'll definitely say the funding for it.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Um, cool. Yeah, sounds like something that might qualify for like some grants or possibly public funding, that could be
Yeah.
available in your area. Um,
Yeah.
might be worth checking out. I know local communities around here love supporting that kind of, you know, holistic for whether it's health or for kids or just like fun in the community in general. Around here, they're quite supportive of it. Might be in your case too, These
Yeah.
city councils usually have these budgets tucked away for fun stuff. Cool. Um, lightning round. Lightning round. These are always fun. Best piece of advice you've received when trying to build something new?
Best piece of advice is just it's going to take time. It's never going to be, because I initially think and I wanted everything to be done straight away, like I want it done like this, but it's going to take time, and I've just learned to be patient and trust the process. It doesn't matter even if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. With any great thing that you want to build, it will take time, because there's always things you're going to learn, mistakes you're going to make, and it's never mistakes, it's always lessons. So just be patient and trust time, because timing is everything.
Amazing. Any advice you'd give to someone starting out but isn't sure where to begin?
Set yourself goals. You want to achieve, let's say, whatever it is, whether you want to build a gym, whether you want to start your own podcast, set yourself goals and plan ahead. If you want whatever you want, you have to plan, but you also have to create goals and make them realistic. Like I said before, it's timing. And again, when I tried at the start, I set unrealistic goals, and I would get fed up because I'm like, oh, why isn't it working? Why is it not on time? But I've learned, okay, Kelly, take your time, trust the process. You have to go through this learning curve. Maybe you need to develop a little bit more on your skills, touch up on this, but great things take time. So just plan ahead and set yourself goals.
Absolutely, and look, it's pretty normal to want to burn it all down every now and again too.
Of course.
Um, yeah. So, where can people find out more about you, what you do, and your work?
So follow me on Instagram, KVJ Fitness. If you're interested, if you're based in the UK, in London, or even in the UK, and you want to attend these events, because we're looking to expand a little bit more, it's Ladies Who Lift Movement on Instagram, and we're going to build something amazing for the community and for the women.
Awesome. Um, thank you for your time. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
No worries. That's it. That's it. How'd you find that?
Yeah, it was fun. It
Yeah.
was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. There was a bunch of stuff I was gonna ask and then sort of let you run. Um, but I have heaps of tools and things that are really good for building communities. If you're interested in having a jam at some point and
Yeah, sure.
doing a little screen share, whatever, I can show you some just little things, that make connecting easier, that make let's say you have 100 people that come out to an event, getting as many of them back as possible, little things that'll help, tool wise, to get things, uh, I guess, growing rather than just like playing catch up every time,
Mm.
looking for 50 forms that people have filled out and stuff like that. Like, yeah, yeah. Do you use any like software or tools in the moment?
At the minute, no. So,
Good
like
time
I
to
said,
start
early
now.
stages. Yeah.
Great time to start. Yeah, yeah. I'll hit you up in the next week or so with just some ideas for you to play around with. And if you want to catch up again, and I'll
Yeah.
like show you
100%.
some of this stuff in action.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be helpful. You've got, you know, a good month or so till the next event, so nice time to set a few things up. Um, yeah, cool. So from here, I will send this off to the boys, um, who will do their editing magic. I don't know anything about that stuff. Um,
What's it
I
on? Is it on?
So we're planning on doing Spotify, YouTube, and Google has like a podcasting
I never
section.
knew that. That's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, you know. I for me personally, if it's not on YouTube, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But apparently there are other people in the world, and they, you know, do things on other platforms. Who would have known? Um, yeah, so we're trying to get it out there as much as possible. And when it comes down, like when the time comes, I'll send you links to everything so you can share it. Do what you
Yeah.
need.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'll get the guys to clip a few small, like, just on what you say. They'll take like tidbits so you can share on Reels or the little Instagram format.
Yeah.
Um, anything that's not code, I'm a bit dorky with. Um, yeah, I leave that to the guys who know what they're doing. Um, yeah, so then you'll have a few things that you can, repurpose for yourself as well.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. How exciting.
Yeah, yeah, I'm super keen. This is gonna be number two.
Number
Um,
two.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm thinking, if you're open to it, we'll see how, things go. But maybe in like 6 months or so, we can like run it back and see sort of, where some of, like, hopefully by then the
Yeah.
question format would be a bit more updated. But to see, sort of like where we started 6 months before and that kind of thing, I
Yeah.
think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Like a
Um,
growth.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just run it back,
Yeah.
see how things are going.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, amazing.